Hello, I'm Janice Carthon, and welcome to another edition of Realizing Potential. Today on the show, we have Sue Polite Solomon, who is the Director of Alumni Affairs, and officers from Albany State University and the City of Albany Police Department to talk about the 2015 homecoming. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been here at Albany State.
Okay, I am Sue Polite Solomon. I'm a graduate of Albany State. I have my undergraduate and my master's from Albany State. And I've been working on campus for almost 29 years.
Okay, and now you are here to tell us about Homecoming Week. Well, it's a Homecoming Week, which starts October the 11th. Can you tell us about some of the events?
Yes, sure. On Sunday, we start homecoming with the coronation of our queen, who is Miss Andrea Joseph. That will be on Sunday at 6 p.m. at the Albany Municipal Auditorium. Okay. On Monday, we have our usual kickoff, and this year the kickoff will be on campus at our ASU amphitheater. It starts at 12 noon, and this is a combination of students, faculty, staff, and the city officials when we come together to kick off the entire week celebration.
Oh, okay. And then also there's a golf tournament as well, right?
Yes, there's several events on Thursday. On Thursday, we start at 9 a.m. with the National Alumni Association Golf Tournament. Now, that golf tournament was usually on Friday, but we moved it to Thursday morning so that everyone can enjoy the festivities on Friday. So that will be at the Stonebridge Golf and Country Club, again at 9 a.m. on Thursday, October 15th. We also have our student concert. It is also Thursday. It's at 6 p.m. on campus in the gym, and that will be a benefit concert. T-Pain is our featured artist. He's giving a benefit concert for the institution in support of the Rams and the Roses. Our theme for homecoming is Rams and the Roses and beyond. So T-Pain has generously offered to do a benefit concert for us, and it's at 6 p.m. again in our Hyper Gym. And the show starts at 7, but doors open at 6. Okay,
and then there's All Black Tie Affair as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's also an event sponsored by our National Alumni Association. It's also on Thursday at 8 p.m. So we have both events going on. Most likely, individuals would go to the concert, students, maybe young adults, and then we want people to also come out and support the All Black Affair on Thursday at 8 p.m. and it's at Council 3607 on Gillianville Road. This year we changed it a little bit. We'll have a reception at 7, the dinner will be at 8, and then the dance will start at 9:15.
Okay,
tickets for that event are $35.
Oh, okay, and that's for everyone?
That's for everyone, 21 and over.
Right.
Alumni, community, friends, supporters. We really would like you all to come out because all the events we're having will support our Rams going to Pasadena January 1st.
Great, which is a great cause.
Yes.
Yes. And then tell us about the homecoming convocation that's usually held here on campus. So that will be Friday, October the 16th.
Yes, our annual homecoming convocation is Friday. It's also in the Hyper Gym. It starts at 10 a.m. And our speaker for this year is Carmen Caldwell, who's also a graduate of Albany State. She's a great speaker. She can enrich students, faculty, staff, and alumni. It's a big event, so we're asking everyone to come out to convocation at 10 a.m. At noon, we have our alumni luncheon, and it'll be in the Student Center ballrooms. It's at 12 noon. Tickets for that's $30 in advance and $40 at the door. Now we have a limited number of advance tickets and tickets at the door. So we're asking everyone to please go on and purchase your tickets for the alumni luncheon. The speaker for the luncheon is the principal Dr. Shoemake.
Oh, okay.
She's a principal here in Albany, a graduate of Albany State. So please come out and support her. She's also a great speaker.
Yeah, she's a dynamic speaker.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard her before.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have the general business meeting that the alumni usually attends, and I think this is fairly routine as well.
Yes,
right?
it's a routine event. It's right after the luncheon in Peace Hall 127. It's usually for alumni to come out and interact about alumni business.
Yes.
The president's there and some of his cabinet's there, so that's usually for just alumni to come out and interact. But at 8 p.m. we have something new, which is very exciting.
Okay.
We have our homecoming block party. That's usually when the alumni have their annual fish fry.
Yes.
So we're gonna do it a little different because we've had a lot of alums say when we come home, we want to come back to the campus.
Okay.
And be home.
Right.
So we decided to have a homecoming block party. So it will replace the fish fry, but we'll still have our fish. We'll have vendors, and the vending price is $100 if someone wants to come out and vend. We'll have a kickball game with community leagues going on down by the softball baseball field. We'll have a DJ. The band will perform. They're going to perform early, so if you want to hear the band, please come out early so you can get to see our marching band in action. We'll have a balloon lift for fallen Rams, someone who may have passed on. We'll have a balloon lift. So we have a lot going on, and that's at 8 p.m. down on the lower campus by the softball baseball field. I think that's going to be a very, very good. It's for the community. It's for the students after the step show, because their step show is on Friday. It's for alumni, family, and friends, anyone. There's no cost. We just want you to come out, enjoy. It's a social gathering, and like I said, see our band perform and to participate with the vendors.
Oh, and I like the idea of having it on our beautiful campus.
Yes.
Yes.
No better place.
No better place. And then Saturday, and that's October the 17th, that's when we kick off with the parade.
Exactly. Our parade begins at 9 a.m. and it's on Pine. It's always on Pine.
Always on Pine.
And Dr. Lamar Smith, who's our former band director, he will be the parade marshal this year. We thought that would be the perfect person for the Rams and the Roses. So he will lead off our parade. That's usually very festive, a big community alumni event. So please come out at 9 a.m. to support the homecoming parade. And after the parade, of course, we have our game against Morehouse. And that's at 2 p.m. at our own stadium. And the tickets for that are $25 for adults and $10 for K through 12 ASU students. They're free with their ID.
Okay, that's
and
great.
Of course we have the tailgating and the vending. Now the vending for Saturday is separate from the vending from Friday night. Friday night is $100, and the block party is from 8 to midnight. Whereas Saturday you can vend during game day.
Exactly.
And so it's a different price. The vending for block party is through Alumni Affairs. The vending for game day is through business services on campus.
Oh, okay, that's great to keep those two things separately.
Yes.
Okay, great. And then we have the homecoming after party.
Yes, that's another event that we kind of changed up. Usually the National Alumni Association will have a party and our young alums will have a party. But this year we're partnering, and we have our young alumni who are a part of a social group called the Golden Ram Group. We have our ASU Foundation, and we have our National Alumni Association. We're all coming together in support of the band, and we're going to have our party at the Civic Center this year.
Oh, okay.
And we have the entire Civic Center. We have the arena, we have the ballroom, we have food, everything you need. One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. I like that.
Yes, we have four DJs, so the music will vary, and tickets for that right now are only $10.
Really?
But there's a limited amount of $10 tickets, so you have to get those early, because once those sell out, each day as homecoming approach, the tickets will go up. I'm not sure how much, but they will be going up, and we have table prices and we have VIP table prices. So we have various prices for all ages, alumni, community, family, friends. One-stop shop. Come out and enjoy the alumni after party. of course, after we beat Morehouse.
Okay. And look like you all have done an outstanding job just planning the events and then definitely spending majority of the time on campus, and everything is very reasonable and people should have a lot of fun.
They really should, and one of our goals in institution advancement and alumni affairs is to bridge the gap between the alumni, younger alumni and the older alumni, and we are doing that. Alumni numbers are up. We're getting great support from the alumni, businesses, churches to support the band as they go to Pasadena, and that's why our theme is Ram in the Roses and beyond. We don't want them to stop once we go to Pasadena. We continue to need that support for our students to stay in school, so we're asking everyone to please continue to support us beyond the Rams and the Roses.
That's
but
awesome.
It's going to be a great homecoming. We're blending
like
everything together. We're all coming together and have a great time.
Oh, it sounds like we're going to have a great time. Okay, so is there anything else you would like to share with our viewers?
The only thing I would like to add, if you needed additional information for any of the activities, we'll post this, of course. It's being emailed. It's on social media.
Okay.
But you can always call the Office of Alumni Affairs at 229-430-4658 or the Office of Institutional Advancement at 229-430-4660.
Okay, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing that information. And like I said, sound like some great events, and I know that if people come, they will have an awesome time.
Yes, they will. We're looking forward to it. It's a lot of work, but we enjoy the work as long as we have great results.
Great. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for having me.
Next, we will have officers from Albany State University and the City of Albany Police Department to offer safety tips for homecoming. With us today, we have Officer John Fields, Jr., who is the Chief of Police here at Albany State University. We also have Officer Anthony Donaldson, who is the Deputy Marshal for the City of Albany. And also we have Officer William L. Dowdell, who is a sergeant with the Albany Police Department. First of all, I'd like each one of you to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself. Starting with Chief Fields.
Okay, I'm Chief of Police at Albany State University. I've been here for a little over 4 years as Chief, total a little over 8 years. I'm from Albany, product of Albany State also. I'm going to be brief because people know me.
Right, and you've been on the show several times.
So let these guys talk.
Okay.
I'm Anthony Dawson again. I'm the Chief Deputy with the Albany Doherty Marshal Division. I've been with the city a little over 7 years. I've been in law enforcement a little over 19 years.
Wow, long time. Okay, next, Mr. Dowdell.
Patrol Sergeant here with the Albany Police Department. Been here about 18 and a half years. I currently work out of our Special Operations Office, and we coordinate and host the events that are put on throughout the city during the year.
Okay, great. And we're going to talk a little bit about the security efforts that is a partnership with Albany State Campus Police as well as Albany Police Department. And so let's talk about what can we expect. First, let's talk about what are some of the safety procedures that will be enforced during homecoming activities, and we'll start with Albany State. What should people expect?
Expect a large crowd. Expect some time delays as far as parking. Usually everybody comes to the game right after the parade, and it's going to be a big crowd. We have a lot of people tailgating. We're going to have a lot of security. Reason being because we want everybody to have a good time. And our job is to make sure that everybody's safe and have a good time and they leave safe. So we want everybody to come out and be cautious and just be mindful that we may have people that not come to the game looking for a reason or a opportunity to steal or do commit a crime.
Right, exactly.
And so that's why we have a lot of law enforcement agencies, and you will have Albany Police Department, Sheriff's Department, County Police, Darden Police and maybe some other Georgia State Patrol. So there'll be it's going to be a big presence, or
Right.
big police presence, and we want to make sure that everybody can come out and have a good time, because we want to make this one of our most successful homecomings that we've ever had.
Exactly.
And we have some stuff going on all week, so preparation for logistics and security is just something that we do.
Right, exactly. Okay, and how about the city of Albany? What can people expect in terms of, you know, during the time of the parade and a lot of visitors throughout the city?
The traffic in and around the parade is going to be impacted with the influx of people coming in. Expect Pine Avenue will be totally shut down from North Harding Street all the way to the end of Front Street, so there's no need to try to come in those entrances there. We're going to have several officers coming in that are assigned strictly to the parade, and they'll be there to control traffic, monitor what's going on. There'll be foot patrol available, ATVs, bicycles. As with all of our activities, it's a family event, so we want everybody to come as a family, enjoy themselves, enjoy the festivities, and also leave as a family.
Right. So Deputy Marshal Donaldson, what are some things people can do to be safe or to stay safe? What advice would you give to the people that are going to enjoy the homecoming weekend?
Well, one of the main things that we have happened in the past is people back and forth across the parade route during the parade. And therefore, my position is to, along with assistance from the police department, is to stop illegal vendors. People going back and forth across the street selling food items, T-shirts, Albany State paraphernalia, and Albany State Committee has asked us to strictly enforce that, because over the years it's been a distraction, as well as a safety issue for people just trying to come out and enjoy the parade, as well, and back and forth across the street, which causes a safety issue. So we will be out enforcing illegal vendor, people selling on the right of way, and we ask that if you come to participate in the parade, that no one set up any type of booth, selling any type of product along the parade route. And if you want to sell, you can actually sell on private property with permission, as well as a letter from that property owner and a business license that you can obtain from our office, 240 Pine, as well as online, that you can fill out the application. We have this temporary business application that we have obtained that people can go in and take less than an hour. So I think that's one of the main issues we had in the past, with people back and forth, up and down, trying to buy T-shirts and extra paraphernalia. So this year we just asked that they don't do it, don't sell on the right of way.
Has that always been the case, or people just, just disregarded the law? That's always been the law, but people just kind of disregard it?
It's always been in place. It just hasn't been
enforced, and this time you're definitely going to be enforcing that particular law in terms. Okay, that's great. And other things Chief feels in terms of being safe during homecoming weekend?
One thing that I want to mention also is make sure you police your children. We have a lot of kids that come out for homecoming. They lead the parade to come on campus because the campus is open. So it's going to be a lot of kids around, and that's a good opportunity for predators to try to kidnap kids also.
Right.
So you got to be mindful all the time. You got to think safety all the time. But on the other hand, we're not asking you to live in fear. Come out and have a good time. We're going to take care of that. Now I also want to give our number to our police department. If there's emergency or non-emergency, it's 430-4711. You may call 911. They'll transfer it back to our dispatch, but we'll make sure we take care of it, because we have on-duty officers that will still be patrolling the campus also. And there's a situation that takes place, we want to go ahead and take care of it.
Exactly.
And also, if you are challenged, physically challenged, I advise that you come to the game early. We only have a limited amount of handicap spaces. Everybody can't get a handicap space.
Right.
So that's what we need people to understand. If you come to an event like homecoming and you're challenged, you may need to come a little bit earlier to the game. And same thing as leaving. When you leave, there's going to be a lot of traffic.
Right.
So
be patient.
Be patient. If you know somebody out in tailgate, and go out and at the tailgating area and just let time go by until the traffic goes down.
Right.
But we just want to, overall, just want everybody to be safe, and it's just coming out and have fun.
And Sergeant Dowdell, what would you like to add to what your colleagues have said already?
A lot of the same with the children. When you come to the parade, we like to talk about the buddy system. No matter where you go, keep somebody with you. When you bring small children, make sure you know what they're wearing. Make sure you teach them things like their phone number, what their parents' names are, so that if they do get misplaced and they do contact an officer, we have some kind of idea of who to look for. Inadvertently, if you and your child do get disconnected from each other, just notify the closest officer to you, and we'll get the word out throughout the route, and we'll get you reunited with your children quickly as can.
Okay, and then for the City of Albany, what will be the contact number for people who run into an incident or need assistance, or if there is an emergency?
Of course, anything of the emergency nature is always going to be 911 first and foremost. The 911 center is going to have a dedicated dispatcher monitoring just the event downtown itself on a separate radio channel. Any other non-emergency situations, 431-2132. That's the non-emergency number to 911 center, and also our front desk is 431-2100.
Okay, and I'm going to ask each one of you all this question. Are there any other safety procedure that people need to keep in mind during the time of homecoming weekend, and starting with Chief Fields?
As far as your personal items, stuff that you don't need to bring to the game, if you can't, leave them at home. Our ladies there with the nice purse, if you can have the little small pouches just with your license, cash, whatever. Make sure that you leave your windows up, and don't, what I say, advertise what you got inside your car, because people will come by and check the doors and see if they're unlocked. If you lose your keys, make sure you track back to where you came from, and just be observant of what's going on around you. If you're on the cell phone, texting, you're walking, you're not looking, somebody come up running, grab your cell phone. So you just gotta be cautious about your surroundings, and make sure that you protect your items. Put them in the trunk of your car. You want to make it hard for somebody to get inside your car and steal your belongings.
Right. Okay, any other safety measures or procedures that people need to be aware of? And we'll start with you, Marshall.
No, like again, my main thing is, definitely be vigilant. Keep up with the kids. That's one of the main things. Over the years, I have had parents come up to me, as well as kids, got away from their mother or the child and got away from their family. And when you come down to the parade, just be forced with how you dress. Carry as less as possible. Like Chief Field says, forward, leave any item that you're not going to need, especially if you have a long walk. Depending on where you park. If you get misplaced from a family member, have a plan in place, a point of contact if you want to get lost, and just have some type of plan in place to, if that was to come about.
Okay. And how about you, Sergeant Dowdell?
As always, come out as a family, enjoy it, leave as a family. Remember, once again, remember what your children are wearing, know where they're at. Please don't drop them off. There's no babysitting service available during all this time. Plan ahead. It's going to be extremely busy. Don't wait till the last minute trying to get to the parade, because you're just not going to make it in there.
Exactly.
Go ahead and park on the outskirts, walk over to the streets. Understand that all those streets are totally blocked off, and there will not be any cross traffic allowed whatsoever during the time of the parade.
Okay. So, is there anything else you all would like to share with our viewers regarding the security or safety during homecoming weekend?
But one other thing, I want everybody to know, we do have cameras on campus. So that's part of our investigation, tracking the crime scene. And also we talk about the parade and the game, but after the game. We know we have a lot of parties and stuff off campus. And especially our students, we want them to use the buddy system. You go to the party with your friend, you come back with your friend. So we want to make sure that they understand that also.
Okay. Anything else from the other two guys?
With the security cameras, our downtown cameras will be functioning, will be monitored. Just because you don't have them, you may not see an officer where you're at, does not mean that you're not being observed.
Exactly. Okay. Is there anything else? Well, thank you all for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.